migraines affected my life way more than I ever expected it to. I can't work. I don't go to many family obligations or family things. I have no social life. I spent almost 15 years as a professional chef. Went to culinary school, worked in luxury hotels and restaurants, and because of the migraines and the shaking, holding a knife became impossible. So I became permanently disabled in 2010. It's a 24/7, 365 issue. But I'd say to another man struggling with migraine would be, don't give up. As hard that is to say, or as hard as that is to do, don't. Find someone to talk to, regardless of who it is, whether it's a friend on the internet or a support group, or just don't give up. Just know you're not alone. I think that's the hardest thing is realizing that there are other people out there who are just like you.
I am still working full-time for a federal agency. I am not on disability. I'm 72 years old, but I am still working full-time. I'm working from home right now. What a migraine attack is like for me, it's quite painful. It's centered above the forehead. It's a dull type of pain with visual disturbances and brain fog. Sometimes it can last for minutes, it can last for hours, or it can last for an entire weekend. As a group, men are known to hide their health challenges. They tend not to go to the doctor until something is broken. It's the macho thing, and it's known that migraine affects women more than men. Retreat migraine is a good example, probably 90% women, because men don't want to come forward and say, hey, I got migraine too. Let's talk about it. So yes, it's a unique challenge because we hide things and we shouldn't. Know your disease. Do your research. If you do research on the web, use trusted sources. Discuss migraine with your doctor. Find a doctor that understands migraine that can get you some answers. If you're able, get out and volunteer. Do something about it. It makes you feel part of the solution instead of the problem, because you realize there's other people out there that have it. It's not just you.
I'm going to college for, I was going to college for a business/marketing degree, but I decided to change it to game development, because that's like, I've always loved video games my whole life, and I think creating them would be amazing. Whenever I have a migraine attack, either my left or right eye, it's pulsing very hard. It feels like my veins want to pop inside my eye, so it's really sharp, and I mostly have to stay in dark rooms. Because I'm a man and I'm supposed to support, a family in the future and stuff, and migraine can get in the way of that pretty heavily. It does get easier because there is a big community of people, men and women, who go through the same things every single day.
Migraine has impacted my job, my family life. I lost my 20-year career in telecommunications to chronic migraine, and I've become unreliable both in the work setting and in family and social circles. I think men as a whole have unique challenges with migraine disease because men face a societal judgment when it comes to showing pain in general, and we're often told to man up, and oftentimes it can cause us to feel shame when talking about migraine. Migraine is often viewed as being a woman's only disease, so telling people that I have a migraine is often viewed as being unmasculine. If I could tell another man who has migraine, I would say, don't be afraid to talk about it. Don't suffer alone, and then don't be afraid to reach out for help. And migraine can also have a detrimental effect on our mental health as well, so reach out to somebody that you can talk to.
A lot of people don't normally think that men get migraines, that it's only women. This has been a problem when I was able to work. I was a pharmacy technician. Bosses wouldn't, believe me, or that, my friends, family wouldn't believe me. If you're another guy that's facing, that's living with migraine and discouraged, I would highly suggest reaching out and connecting with other men that have migraines. There's quite a few of us in the online community, and sometimes just talking to somebody else living with the same disorder and facing some of the challenges that you face is all the more helpful. So just reach out. There's support available.
I think the challenge with men is more so the challenge that people put on themselves. A lot of men don't want to admit that they're going through pain or, show any type of pain. But the thing is, usually when men speak up about it, people tend to believe us and give us some leeway, which might not always be the case for everybody.
What is most confounding about migraine is the differences. I mean, there are some similarities. There are some similarities under the banner of the fact that it's a migraine, but actually, there's almost unique differences in every person's instance of migraines. As a man, you are typically regarded as somebody who will go out to work and will generate an income, regardless of whether that's the chief income or the principal income of the family. There's still generally the perception that that's what you do.
The migraine started for me around 14 years old. That's about high school time. That really cut my high school experience right in half. I had to do homeschooling. I had to go on medical leaves back and forth running the class. I started in architecture actually in high school and into college, and unfortunately it wasn't able to pan out. Migraines persisted way too much, and ultimately I had to focus on getting the help together, still trying to get it together. You are a person that needs to be up, working, providing for the people around you, and ultimately it is extremely hard, and it kind of takes away from your manhood in a bit. I would say the best advice I could give to other men and to anybody out there is when you can get up and get out. Get out of the place that you're in, go outside, get some fresh air. Yes, it may be noisy out there, the light may be blinding, but get outside and get some fresh air. The body needs it.